right. I think we're on. Hello, hello. Hello, Internet. Hello, Instagram. Hello, YouTube. How you doing? Especially hello, replay fam. Barely any one of the people joining live will see the first few seconds or minutes because it always takes a while for people to get on. And so the ones seeing the first couple minutes are the people watching the replay. So, but I see a few people joining already. There we go. What's up? What's up? Good to see you all. Happy Tuesday. Hope you're having a good Tuesday so far. Mine is a little bit all over the place, to be honest. Oh wait, I have to pin the info here in the chat so that people that are joining the session, they know what we're up to here. There we go. Hello, hello. Seeing quite a few familiar faces here. What's up? What's up? Doreen, I see you. Steffi, what's up? No yoga, no magic. Oh, I like that. Cool. And it's true. My life is definitely always better when I do my yoga practice. Chelsea, what's up? Kamaya, hello, hello. We have a slow trickle in today. Edward is on YouTube. What's up? All right. Well, so today is June 24th, and it's my birthday on June 30th. So that's 6 days away. And we're flying to Iceland in 2 days. We're flying to Iceland on Thursday, so that should be interesting. The weather is crap over there. It's a bit sad, but I'm gonna leave the shorts at home and pack my winter jackets. But I think hopefully it's all worth it. I heard a lot of good things about Iceland, so. But yeah, we're going there for my birthday. And I think after that, I'm gonna take a little summer break from our Instagram live streams. I have a lot of things I need to focus on. And so this might be, I haven't decided yet 100%, but this might be our last live stream for a little while. But we'll see. Let's see, maybe traveling, maybe Iceland will tell me otherwise. These last few days, it's been a bit all over the place, and I feel like I need more time to focus, and so I'm trying to sort of look at my schedule and see where I can just kind of create a bit more space in my daily life. So we'll see, but I love doing these live sessions. They're really special to me, and if anything, I'll definitely be back. But for now, we're here. For now, it is Tuesday, and it is time for our weekly practice. And just one thing I wanted to briefly touch on before we dive into our practice, and that is that there is this idea out there that having a regulated nervous system or healing our nervous system means that we're always going to be calm all the time, right? And that couldn't be further from the truth, actually, because being regulated actually means that we have created a capacity to be with activating energy and charge in our bodies. Okay, so I think this is where the concept of the window of tolerance is really important to look at, because essentially when we have a dysregulated nervous system, when our nervous system is all over the place, then usually we have a smaller window of tolerance. And what that means is when we get activated, we quite easily fall outside our window of stress tolerance. Okay, so we might get stuck in hyperarousal, in fight or flight, right, in activation mode, or we might get stuck in hypoarousal, getting stuck in shutdown, dissociation, freeze, okay? And so as we work on regulating our nervous systems, as we work on healing our nervous systems, and the breath is one part of this, okay? It's one piece of the puzzle. But of course, there's also trauma, there is lifestyle, there is all sorts of things that contribute to the state of your nervous system at any given time and contributes to the size of your window of tolerance. And so what we're doing, for example, with these practices that we're doing here in these live sessions, is that we're working on just making your window of tolerance a little bigger, okay? So that you don't, when you get triggered, when you get stressed, or, because there's always going to be stressors in life. That's just how it is, right? That's life. There's going to be stuff that stresses you out. There's going to be triggers. And nevertheless, the bigger our window of tolerance, the more we can actually, the more we have capacity to be with the stressor and to recover from the stressor, right? Rather than getting stuck in hyperarousal or hypoarousal. And so, these days I have a fairly regulated nervous system. I have a pretty healthy nervous system. That wasn't always the case. I used to have a very dysregulated nervous system. It was all over the place. And I would get stressed really easily, and when I was stressed, I had very little tolerance for, having a lot of calls on my calendar, or I just had very little tolerance for like some extra stressors, right? Like it's like, imagine if you have a smaller window of tolerance, you have a smaller cup to hold stress energy, okay? And so then there's one stressor, and then there's another stressor, and then your cup's gonna be full faster, right? Because there's less capacity in the cup. If you have a wider window of tolerance, you have a bigger cup, right, for that stress energy, right? So you can actually hold more of that stress energy before it all kind of overflows and knocks you over. And so, today I have so much more capacity to be in relationship, capacity to be in conflict, right? Capacity to deal with stressors, It doesn't mean that I never get stressed. It doesn't mean that I never get triggered, but I recover way quicker, right? So it's really not about, and I had this idea, at some point in my life that I just need to be calm all the time. That is the ultimate goal, calmness and relaxation and just being regulated all the time. But that is just not the full picture, okay? The full picture is I can get stressed and I can get triggered, but I'll come back to baseline, right? A lot quicker, okay? That's what we mean when we talk about having a regulated nervous system. So I hope that makes sense. All right, Saved by His Grace is asking, hey Dave, will this be saved? Yeah, should be saved. Usually they're saved. Every once in a while, Instagram is a little weird, but generally they're saved. And if anything, it's also going to live on my YouTube channel. So, alrighty. Anything else? I think that's it. Shall we get started? If you're new to our weekly sessions, then just a couple of things. We usually start out with a bit of a somatic sequence to drop into our bodies, train our somatic awareness, and then we're going to shift into our breathing sequence. And I'd like you to know that you can always take a break, you can always adjust the technique to what you need, but know that this is your practice, you're in the driver's seat of your experience. And so let's say I'm guiding a practice to a count of, let's say 5, right? 5 in, 5 out. And maybe for you, that just doesn't feel good right now. And you can come down to a count of 3. You can also go up to a count of 6. So this is really an invitation for you to make this your practice, okay? The breath is a very individual and very specific sort of thing. And we all have different breathing patterns. We all have different nervous systems. We all have different backgrounds. And so, especially when it comes to the breath, because it has such a direct effect on our nervous system, it's really important that we tune in, and really check in. And this is my invitation for you today. Hey, how am I feeling doing this practice? What is it doing to my body, right? And is this what I need right now? And if not, maybe I can adjust, or maybe I can take a break and come back to it, okay? This is my invitation for you. And with this, let's get started. right. Now, how about we start by settling in, finding a comfortable sitting or lying down position. I generally recommend you do this practice sitting up. But if that's not available to you right now, then you can also lie down. And then once you've found a comfortable position, you can gently close your eyes and go inwards and just see for a moment what you find there. As you close your eyes, what happens? What do you notice? What's present? Good. And let's just take a couple arrival breaths together. Nice and slow breath in through the nose. Short pause at the top. And a long sigh out the mouth. Good. Make it audible. I invite you for the next couple of breaths to really make your exhale audible. Tone it out. Allow yourself to tone, to make a sound on the exhale. All right. And again, breathing in through the nose. Short pause at the top. And a long audible sigh out. That's it. Really good. And again, just like that. Pause. And let it go. Good. And then just taking a moment here to tune in. Maybe even noticing a shift after those 3 breaths. 3 breaths can already make a big difference in our state, in the way that we feel. Then relax your forehead, relax your eyes, relax your jaw. Relax your shoulders and soften your belly. Those are all places in the body where we often hold a lot of tension, hold a lot of stress. So it's always a good idea to check in with these places as you go about your day. Just consciously release them, soften them. Then let's do a little somatic practice and connect to our contact points. And we're going to start by just noticing and sensing the air on our skin. Where are places on your body where air touches your skin, where you are in contact with air? Just noticing. Good. And then notice what it feels like to have your clothing touch your skin. Your shirt, pants, skirt, dress, your underwear. Just sense what it's like to be in touch with the fabric of your clothes. And then sensing the contact to the chair you're sitting on, or just your seat. Maybe you're sitting on a couch or on the floor. Just noticing the seat. you have a backrest, just sensing the contact points of your back against the backrest. And then if you're sitting in a chair and you have your feet flat on the ground, sensing contact points between your feet and the ground, the floor. Maybe your legs are touching, just sensing that. And then sensing your hands in your lap or on your thighs, sensing the contact points of your body touching itself. And moving up to your lips, just sensing the contact points between your upper and lower lip, just sensing how they're touching each other. Sensing your tongue resting on the roof of your mouth, touching your upper palate. Maybe the tip of your tongue is touching your front teeth. Moving up to your eyes, just sensing how your eyeballs are touching your eyelids from the inside. Just noticing the contact points there. Good. And then let's bring our awareness over to our breath. Just notice how your breath is flowing without changing your breath, although that's sometimes difficult because the breath already changes once we focus on it. We're just witnessing our body breathe itself. What's it like to observe your body breathe you? How intimate can you get with your breath? The magic of the breath. And then let's bring our breath low into our bodies. Nice diaphragmatic breath, so that with every inhale your lower ribs and belly expand a bit. With every exhale they come back in. Let's first actually place one hand on your chest and then one hand on your belly above the belly button, so like around where your stomach is. As you're breathing, make sure that your lower hand is moving before your upper hand. We do want our upper hand to move as well, but we want our lower hand that's on your belly to move before the hand on the chest. And just notice what it's like to get this somatic feedback and feeling the movement of your breath in your hands. Good. And then I'd like you to bring the hand that was on your chest and place it opposite of your lower hand, so on your back. One hand on your back, one hand on your belly. And just notice the movement, the somatic feedback on your back. Our diaphragm is a 360-degree muscle, and so it extends in all directions on the inhale and deflates again on the exhale. It's attached to the lower ribs. Good, and then you can place both of your hands on either side of your lower ribs. Relax your shoulders and just breathe into your hands here. Nice and slow breaths in and out through the nose. Feeling the ribs expand on the inhale and relax again on the exhale. Really imagining like there's a balloon in your abdomen. You're inflating it in all directions on the inhale, and it deflates again on the exhale. Visualizing your diaphragm contracting down on the inhale as your lungs expand, and relaxing up on the exhale, pushing out all the air out of your lungs. Beautiful. And then you can bring your hands back down to your lap and just keep breathing in this way. And we're going to shift into our breathing sequence here. We're going to go from coherence breathing into extended exhales. So we're going to start with a 4 count in, 4 count out, and then we're going to extend to 4 count in, 6 count out, and to 8 count out. And maybe we'll make it to 5 count in and 10 count out. You don't have to go all the way. You can always take a break. And I highly recommend that you also engage ocean breathing. So we want to, especially on the exhale, constrict our throat a little bit so that we can regulate the flow of air better. Okay? After your next exhale, together, breathing in, 2, 3, 4, and out, 2, 3, 4, in, 2, 3, 4, and out, 2, 3, 4, in, 2, 3, 4, and out, 2, 3, 4, in, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4. Last one here, in, 2, 3, 4, and out, 2, 3, 4. Now out for 6, in, 2, 3, 4, and out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, in, 2, 3, 4, and out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, in, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, in, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, in, 2, 3, 4, and out for 8, out, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, in, 2, 3, 4, and out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, in, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8. In, 2, 3, 4. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In, 2, 3, 4, and out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now in for 5, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out for 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. In, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. In, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Last round. In, 2, 3, 4, 5, and out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And coming back to natural breath. And just noticing any shift in your physiology, your state of mind, overall energy. Let's just do one round of humming here to wrap up our breathing sequence. Nice and slow breath in. And then tone it out on the exhale. Beautiful. Just enjoying a moment of stillness here. Feel like you can join me for just a moment of gratitude, maybe placing one hand on your heart, just tuning in here and seeing, what am I grateful for today? What am I grateful for today? And as you're experiencing gratitude, see if you can allow it to expand, get bigger, and fill up your entire body. Thank you, body. Thank you, breath. Thank you, heart, for beating. Thank you, community, for coming together to share the breath here on Instagram and on YouTube. Let's take one last conscious breath together. Nice and slow breath in through the nose. Short pause at the top. And a long sigh out. May we all be happy. May we all be well. May we all feel loved. May we all be at peace. Whenever you're ready, you can slowly bring some movement back into your body. Maybe a little stretch. Slowly open your eyes, coming back to your space, maybe taking a moment to just reorient yourself. Beautiful. All right. Well, I'd love to hear in the chat how the practice went, how you're feeling now, maybe anything you're grateful for, anything that came up. All right. Mary Poppins, it was wonderful. Glad to hear. Could you do this just one time in German? I do teach in German in our teacher training, but here on my Instagram account and on YouTube, it is all in English. Allison, you're welcome. Good to see you again. Saved by His grace. You're so welcome. Doreen, good to see you. Elisa Kanani, thank you so much. Grateful for this grounding. Beautiful. Sun, moon, and all the stars. So relaxing. Thank you. You're welcome. Steffi, you're welcome. Aquavida Yoga. I feel so much more relaxed now. Great. Ivanef. Beautiful. Yuto, you're welcome. Beautiful. All right, my friends. So I'm definitely not gonna be here next week for our live session. I'm gonna be in Iceland for my birthday, and I haven't decided yet how I'm gonna proceed. I might take a summer break. I'm gonna decide in Iceland, I think. But nevertheless, I love these sessions, and they're gonna be back either in 2 weeks or in a few weeks after that. And if anything, there are a lot of recordings here in my archive on Instagram, and also a few of them now on my YouTube channel. So hopefully I'll see you very soon. After some hassle with the Deutsche Bahn, yeah, German trains. This is such a treat listening to. So thankful I had working Wi-Fi in a quiet spot to practice with you. Thanks for this beautiful space. Oh, wonderful. Yeah, that's great. Practicing on the train. That's a cool thing about the breath. We can practice wherever we are. Edward, bless you too. Wonderful. Thank you, Allison. And Yuto, thank you. It's gonna be cold in Iceland, but I think it's gonna be beautiful. So it's gonna be a colder birthday than I planned to have. But nevertheless, thanks so much, you all. It was an honor guiding you today. I hope I see you again very soon. Take care. Much love. Bye, my friends. Thank you, Callieways.